At 3 a.m., Joseph's phone buzzed with a single message, a screenshot of all his private conversations with his fiancée. Beneath it, the text read, "Thanks for all these gifts. You made destroying you too easy." The sender, the man he called brother. 2 years earlier, Joseph was living his dream. A genius inventor, his startup was about to change the world. And with every victory, his first move, share every detail with his friend Michael. "Check out the new contract, bro. This is the encryption protocol I invented. I won't even hide my relationship problems from you." He believed absolute trust was his strength, never realizing a secret shared is no longer yours alone. Joseph wasn't just sharing information. He was personally forging the keys to his downfall. Michael wasn't just a friend, he was the shadow living behind Joseph's spotlight. Each message, each photo, tiny blades twisting, unseen but fatal. With each of Joseph's triumphs, Michael felt his own shadow fading, until the day he whispered to himself, face twisted with suppressed rage, "Why does he always get to shine? Wasn't I the brains behind some of his ideas? Who decided he deserves all this?" At their usual upscale restaurant, Michael now sat across from Joseph's fiercest rival, hands trembling slightly as he opened his laptop. A moment of hesitation. His finger hovered over the send button. Then Joseph's latest Instagram post, posing with his new Ferrari, erased all remorse. He opened his laptop, revealing unreleased project prototypes, secret meeting recordings, even Joseph's private messages with his fiancée. His eyes gleamed with quiet malice, a cold smile spreading as he accepted the deal, a top position, and a luxury car. Some friends don't envy your success. They envy your ability to be you. On launch day, Joseph stood before the crowd, his heart pounding violently as he spoke. Then came the crushing revelation. A competitor had unveiled his exact invention hours earlier. The scandal exploded. Investors demanded refunds. Media accused him of fraud. His fiancée left after their private chats leaked. The final blow? Discovering Michael was the mastermind. The truth didn't come from where he expected. It blindsided him. A casual message from a former employee. "Saw Michael with Neuronext's CEO last week. Thought you knew." 5 words that detonated Joseph's world. Suddenly, everything made sense. The secret meetings, Michael's evasive looks, questions that once seemed innocent. The cruelest realization? The evidence had been in his hand all along, buried in messages he'd sent with open-hearted trust. Staring into a mirror, Joseph saw exhaustion and betrayal, but also an unextinguished spark. Blind trust isn't kindness. It's calculated negligence. Joseph vanished, sold everything, moved to a remote town. Mornings began with betrayal's sting. Nights burned with quiet resolve. In a cramped garage reeking of burnt oil, he worked tirelessly, calloused hands moving with inventor's instinct. His mind burned with one thought. Every message I sent him was another blade he'd stab me with. One night, gazing at a cracked garage mirror, he muttered, "I didn't just lose my project, I lost myself. But not anymore." This wasn't revenge, it was redemption. Exactly 657 days later, a mysterious company unveiled revolutionary tech. At the launch event, lights revealed Joseph standing tall, his voice calm yet powerful. "I learned one lesson. In a world that worships transparency, the wise build walls around their dreams." Instead of exposing them, Michael, Joseph revealed a sensor smaller than a quarter, smart energy systems cutting bills by 30%, An AI mental health app with stunning accuracy, not just products, beacons of hope. The crowd erupted like thunder. Investors clamored as if witnessing a miracle. Media chronicled his comeback. As Michael watched from the back, he heard his own mocking words echo. True power isn't in betrayal, but in making a difference. Joseph's closing words resonated. Transparency is power? Perhaps. But privacy is armor. Sharing is virtue? Absolutely. But discernment is wisdom. He didn't need to say more. The message was clear. Next morning, Michael found his office door locked. A small sign, "Positions available for loyal employees only." His fourth call to the CEO? Disconnected. Even his luxury car, bought with betrayal, refused to recognize any key. As if the universe itself enforced one law: build traps for others, and you'll be the first to fall. Michael stood trembling, not with guilt, but hollow despair. The ground vanished beneath him, just like his stolen loyalty. That status symbol car, now just cold, worthless metal. Then his phone buzzed. One final message. Now I understand why banks warn. Never share your PIN, not even with family. In the corner, a tiny logo resembling his former company's. A brutal reminder of who he'd been and what he'd become. In a world where trust can become a weapon, privacy isn't optional. It's survival. Be more private, because some lessons aren't taught. They're branded into memory. Be careful who holds your keys. Some doors, once opened, become traps you can't escape. Privacy isn't a setting. It's self-respect.